Welcome to the SYRAS video guides. This guide is about how to manage your account as an administrator, but also how to set up and manage collaborators' accounts. Like most web applications, you need an account to log in and use the application to identify yourself. SYRAS doesn't use much personal information. It simply needs your name or some kind of identifier so that your collaborators know who you are, and also an email to log in with, and also so that you can be sent notifications of certain events like collaborators joining the project or finishing their reviews. So let's get set up with an account. If the first person to sign up becomes the administrator of the project, in a while I'll show you how you can invite collaborators into the team who have a slightly different role. In the beta site, you can log in immediately. There's no moderation. And here we are. So we've logged in. Normally, at this point, you would start a new project. I will cover that in a different guide as that gets more complicated. This guide is just about administering your account. So your account is under this tab here. It's pretty simple. You've just got your name and your email. You can change your password if you want. You can set your time zone. This is important later on if you are looking at your exported results. You can see exactly when people, your collaborators, performed their reviews, which may be useful to you, knowing who did what when. And having the time zones on there is important, especially if you're working across different time zones. The other options you have here is managing your personal data. You can download your personal data just to see what the site has. It literally just has name, email, and password, obviously encrypted. It doesn't store any other information. The application is open source. Anyone can have a look at the source code and see exactly what it's doing. There's no tracking or anything like that in there. When you're done with the system, if you want to erase your account, you can click this button here, which will completely destroy your entire user account and all your projects and everything. So before you use that button, make sure you've exported all your projects. That's about it for the administrator. If you do come back and you've forgotten your password, which everybody does, it has a typical password reset function, which will send you an email to your registered email address with a special link in there that only lasts for half an hour that allows you to log in that way and then reset your password. Next, we'll talk about how collaborators will register a new account, which is slightly different. When a collaborator receives an invitation to collaborate on a project, they can simply click the accept invite link in the email. This will take them to the login or register page. Now, if they don't have an account already, they will need to register one. Let's do that example now. So the same as the administrator, they just put in a name and their email address. This email address must match the one that they was invited for. They can't put a different one in. So they've now registered an account. You now need to log in. All the while the invite is still being carried with you, and here it's been accepted. So you've now accepted the invite, you've registered and logged in, done all three things in one, and the administrator has been sent a notification. They can now enter that project and begin screening immediately. If a collaborator receives an invite and they already have an account, they can simply log in. This might happen if they were sent an invite to a second project, like a second phase, for example. And here you can see that as soon as they log in, they've accepted that invitation. They can now open this project and start screening that one. So that's about it for user account management. I will cover a bit more in the Teams guide.